Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I already pointed out what we're gonna do in the last video, what we're gonna do in this video. So we're gonna do the following. We're gonna do a puzzle, like two switches you have to activate in order to open a door, and through this door you go onto a cutscene, and this cutscene initiates a boss fight, and after the boss fight, after the boss is dead, you will have the ability to catapult from one point to another to get a ship and go into the wider outer world, like even a huger map. So basically you can expand on the game however you want. So let's start. First, I already made this room. So I saved that last time when I was working on it, so we can quicken up this video. It's not hard to make, so let's start with making ourselves switches. Switch. So if it's pointing on the outside, we wanted to say to do the following. On interaction, you are going to control switch puzzle A. Puzzle A, turn on. Just to be clear, this is the basics of making this. Like, I don't think there is an easier way. And turn off. Tap. And this one is only active when it's puzzle A, so it will automatically switch. And when you do use this one, it will switch off the puzzle A and it will be back on this page. Alright, now we want to copy and paste that. What we want to do is just change the direction of the handle and the color, maybe make it more interesting. And after that, we want this not to be on puzzle A, but we want it to be on puzzle B. Alright, and this one will turn off puzzle B, and this one will turn on puzzle B. Now, as you can see, you can use this to make things more complicated, but for a basic example this should do. And we will have some kind of door here. Let's say this. Oh, okay. Actually, we can. Yes, we will use an example. Let's say door lower. So this is the lower part of the door. There is no lock on this door. Must have another way of opening. Yeah, alright. Directional fix and good. New page, you will do the following. You will still show us the door, but it will be lowered. Now we can make an animation, of course, but that's not the point here. Below the character, it doesn't do nothing. Basically, you can walk through that. Alright, and this will do on what? This will do if puzzle A and puzzle B are on. So when these two switches are on, it will turn to this page. Otherwise, it will leave it at this page. Now we will copy this and paste it, and yeah, this doesn't go as planned. I wanted, actually we can use this, I guess. It'll do, like for the upper part. All right. And if it is, then you will do that, and you will say not below but above character, and also doesn't do anything. This one doesn't even matter because you're not there. I know it looks a bit weird, but what you could do is take the tile set, cut out this door animation and copy it, rotate it, and you would have an interesting looking door. Now we have the basic puzzle is done. The next thing we want to do is a cutscene, right? So let's make us some kind of, I don't know, monster. There, Demon Lord. We're gonna increase his speed because it's gonna be very slow in the cutscene that we're making, and we're naming him so we know what event we're moving. I mean, you could just remember the name as it is, but believe me, when you have 1,000 events on the map, you're gonna name things. So, Demon Lord. All right. And we will make a new page, and it will be below character player touch, and it will say when the boss is what? It is dead. Don't do anything. Alright, behind him is gonna be a chest, and you will earn a glorious amount of 1 gold because he's gonna be absolutely useless, and we will make sure of that. So go to your enemies in your database, increase the numbers by 1, copy the slime, paste it, change the image. We will find that Demon Lord dude. Yeah, we're gonna make it a bit darker like this, and we're gonna say Demon Lord of utter darkness. Try to avoid longer names like this. It's and he's completely useless. That's how we want him. So your enemies and your troops, there's a difference. Enemies is where you put the stats and the drop items, some parameters and whatnot, features, rewards. The troops is what attacks you. So even though you see Demon God here, you see Demon God here. Here is where you set up all the skills it has and HP. Wow. Okay. And the troops is what attacks you when you start battle processing somewhere. This will attack you. So we will increase by number 1, and we will add our Demon Lord of Utter Darkness, auto name, and we're gonna just remove. Why do I keep pressing that enter? Now we will have some curious condition here. Let's say on every 2 turns, not times 2. So you have to do a bit math here. So 2 plus 2, and it will repeat. I want it to go like this. So every 2 turns, you will do the following. You will say, he looks fragile. Gonna go with a squeaky voice, like, you will die. Oh my, okay. You will die. He will still continue battling. I mean, if you allow him, he has the stats of a slime. But that's about him. Apply, save, okay, great, awesome. Ooh, yip-de-de-doo. Now, when the player lowers the door, he enters here. I mean, we could make it on this one as well, but we will go for the next square below character on player touch, you will do the following. You will pop out a balloon icon on the player, exclamation mark, like your player is wondering what the hell is happening here. And then this text will pop out. This guy will say, "How dare you interrupt my sleep? How dare you? Interrupt my sleep. Die." Actually, let's make this more grammatically appealing. You interrupt my sleep. Die. Alright. And after that we want him to charge at the player. Now this is why we named this event, his event, because it's easier to see. And we will skip if cannot move because of a single reason. If you miscalculate something, let's say you want him to move 4 times to the left and you have wait for compilation to finish. He will be stuck at this third square and you will have to shut down the game and fix the issue. This way you can avoid it. So basically if he cannot move anymore, it will just skip that move. In this case it's pretty forward, like we have 1, 2, 3 squares down to go. And we can say you're gonna wait for a second, jump in place, and then he's gonna say again die. Not much for a demon lord, right? Okay, let's see, where was I? So he says die and we want to start the battle, right? Battle processing. And this is where we select the troop, not the enemy, the troop we created. So, because you cannot escape from this battle, there is only one choice. Either you die, the game ends, or he dies. And when he does die, we want this control switch to switch the boss is dead on. So it tells everyone around it, the boss has died. Yeah, celebrate. and because we have this control switch, now we can manipulate many things with that switch on. This one being the first. So the boss is dead, yeah, okay. Do nothing when the player touches you now. And he should disappear. Yes, he does disappear. That's good. That's excellent. That's perfect. Multi-kill. Let's go back to the boss map. I don't know why I named it boss map, but okay. Now we're gonna set up an event here, and it only matters when the boss is dead, right? Once the boss is dead, below character, player touch, we're gonna say balloon icon on the player, wait for compilation, and we will say set move route player, we're gonna turn him to the left. You can see some magical circle. So basically it's showing you where the magical circle is approximately. And if you want to be more precise, you can say turn down again, so returning the player in its previous position. And and we will say self switch. So control self switch A is on, copy paste, but on this side it's going to be just nothingness. Nothing happens now. That's it. Now the catapult is going to be here. Normally nothing is there, but if the boss is dead, you see how many things we already controlled just with one switch, and that's the point. The fewer switches are used and variables, the better if you expand on your game later on. I'm sure by now there are workarounds with that, but in the older versions of RPG Maker you were quite okay, Adex, quite limited. But if the boss is dead, right, what do we want him to do is show us a circle of some kind. Yeah, this one will do. Actually, we can make it shiny and stepping animation. Make a directional fix maybe. Alright, below character on player touch. And let's say we want him to give a choice. Maybe you don't want to be catapulted into the unknown, right? Use step away. So the default one is going to be step away. And if step away, we're not going to bother with checking that the direction doesn't matter. We're just going to say move right. But if he chooses to use, then we will say the following. We will first off, we're gonna turn him to the left. That's where he's gonna be jumping on. We're gonna turn on through. Now when you turn on through, your character goes through everything. While you're in the editor, you can achieve that in-game by pressing Control also, just so you know. Just make sure you turn this off again, because it's gonna be hard to test out collisions and whatnot if your character always goes through things. So he's now going through things. He's turned to the left. What we want him to do is to jump left, right? We want him to jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. 2, 3, 4, 5. So negatives, of course, you have to imagine like a huge cross. So if you have a huge cross, you start at x, y, 0, x plus, y plus, y negative, and x negative. And after that jump, we want him to stop going through things. And after he's done with the jumping thing, we want him to fade out the screen. Then we want to transfer him. I also modified the map for this example. You can see I expanded it a bit to make room for this catapult mechanic we have here, to get you to the ship that I've added also. Alright, and when he's there, he'll fade in again the screen, and that should be it. Alright, we got our catapult set and ready and go. We have our boss, we have our puzzles, we have the world map, we have the ship here. Now the ship is added like all the other things. I was going to go with an airship, but a ship is just better. I mean, you need a boat to travel through the shallow waters, and you need a ship to go through the deep waters, and with the airship you just can go through everything, all the mountains and everything. Before we continue, with the testing out the game, we will make a new map and we will say the new world. Now this, you can make a whole world now, I don't know, whatever appeals to you, but we will just do this quickly. All the water, and we have, what do we have? We have like a bit of snow and greens. I know it doesn't look like the world map previously, but this is like zoomed out even more. So now we want the following: a transfer to the world map. So the frozen part, let's say, teleports here, and you're gonna not below character but same as character on touch, copy paste, and this one will teleport, let's say, here. Yeah, let's do the four corners. And this one will do this corner, and this one will do this corner. Let's see if this, yep, everything. That should be fine, right? Yeah, that's it. And the last thing we need to do, of course, is a way to get to this new world, right? So we can paste the previous things and edit, not to the world map, but you're going to the new world, and let's say, yeah, to the upper part, like this. Copy, paste, 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 and here we have to change. I mean, we don't have to change, but when we're already making it, you might as well make it right. Copy, paste, tap, 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 tap. And here we will use another direction, of course. This. This should be approximately half. You can just skip on YouTube this part, it's gonna take a bit. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Alright. And this should be like this part. I don't have to tell you that you should try avoid making a lot of these world jumps. It gets really annoying if you have a lot of water around you and you have to do this for a lot of maps. It tends to be annoying. And the last part. All right. That's it. Oh, we have a gap. That is not allowed. So make sure not to copy into this one because the player will be here. Save and let's test it out, right? So no teleport, no catapult here now. Shame. Let's go inside. Oh, hello there. There is no lock on this door. Must have another way to open it. Well, what if I switch this on? Nothing's happening. Let's leave it at this for now. And this. Oh, something happened. Oh. How dare you! You interrupt my sleep. Die. Okay, you already said die. Demon Lord of Utter Darkness emerges. We will guard ourselves for 2 turns. You will die. No, I don't think so. Go to sleep. Alright, he is dead. What a waste of time. Let's see what's in this treasure chest. 1 gold were found. Oh my, what a waste of time. I can't believe this tower. Useless, absolutely useless. Oh. Yeah, you see there's already something we have to debug. Basically you transfer into this event, which means you don't touch it, you are materialized upon it, so it's not working the way it should be working. We will fix that in a second. Let's just go on with our catapulting for now. No, I'm not gonna use this weird magic circle that appeared on the ground. Why would I? Now on second thought, yeah. Ah! Where am I? Oh, a ship. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna take that. Whoa, hello there. Oh, I can enter the village. Oh, nice. Hey, what's up? No, you can take your boat and shove it up your, you know what. Alright, now let's go fix that one issue we had this run. Actually, it's good. So no, we don't want you to be there. We will do the following. We will move this down. The player will be transferred over here and we will block his way from here. So that he will step on this block one way or the other. There's no way out of that, pal. And that's it for this video. I don't know, I was thinking of switching to the newer version of RPG Maker, but basically everything you see in these videos, the same principle is used through all the RPG makers. The main things is basically common events, variables, switches, those type of things, and setting up everything in the database, like enemies, troops and whatnot, animations. But yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna upload this project now, and yeah, goodbye.